Good evening. Welcome to Austin, Minnesota. Game 3 of the. No, we're in Albert Lee, Minnesota. To Game 3 of the Albert Lee 10UB2 tournament. Lady Wild taking on the Valkyrie, hailing from Apple Valley. Caroline took the face off. She's got Bree and Ellie out there with her. Lennon and Gwen start out on our defensive pair. And we've got Finley the Shark Reed back in there. Lady Wild send that through the crease, comes to the near boards, now up to the blue line. Gwen tries to hold it in. The Valkyrie skate it through. Now Caroline sends it back in deep. Valkyrie pick it up, getting pitched to the boards by Caroline. Now the puck comes up to the point. Valkyrie pushed in neutral zone where Gwen pushes it right back into Valkyrie zone. Comes back out again. Lennon stops the progress. Now Caroline skates it up the boards. Valkyrie takes it off their stick. Comes back to Gwen, right in front of the Lady Wild blue line. Now back to Lennon, who sends it back the other direction. Now the Valkyrie pick it up, skate it across center ice. Caroline takes it off their stick. Now she's pushing forward, push into the Valkyrie zone. Now she passes over to Bree. Bree comes down. She's going to take a shot. Pad saved by the goalie. Comes to the near boards. Now Valkyrie skated into neutral zone. Now in the Lady Wild defensive zone, and Lennon clears it out into neutral ice. Valkyrie have a shift change coming here. They come in offsides, and now Lady Wild are going to have a line change of their. Laura going to take the face off. That's Margot and Riley out with her. Then Beckett and Ruby back on defense. Laura sends that over to Margot. Now sends it deep into the Valkyrie zone. That's going to go in for icing. Lady Wild going to take this defensive zone face off to Finley's right. Laura again wins it over to her right, sends it to Beckett. Beckett tries to set up the boards. It's stopped by Valkyrie D, who sends it in through the slot. Now comes in near boards. Beckett and Margot combined to get up to the blue line, but not out. Ruby chases it down behind the net. Now she sends it up the near boards. Laura clears the zone. Valkyrie sent it in offsides. Laura again wins the face-off over to Margot. Margot pushes forward. Now the Valkyrie push it, try to into the zone, and Laura and Riley stop it. Now Valkyrie comes in. Beckett and Ruby pitch out the play before they get into the slot. Now they push it forward, and Laura pushing into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie doing a great job back checking. They take the puck away. Now send it up to the blue line. Ruby comes in to try to hold it, but they get past her. Now Beckett chases it down in the Lady Wild zone. Beckett skates it through the slot. Tries to push it up to Margot. Gets intercepted. Margot gets it across the blue line and gets it out. Valkyrie going to try to reset. Ruby comes in. Pushes the puck out. Riley picks it up. Sends it across center ice. Now into the Valkyrie zone. Come on, girls. Forecheck. Let's go. We got a little line change coming. Ruby coming back. Lennon behind her. Lennon tries to block that shot. It gets back to Finley, who makes her, I think that's the first save of the game for Finley. 11:21 left in the first period. Caroline taking the face off. Ellie and Bree out playing forward. Gwen and Lennon back on defense. That's Gwen. She passes it up to Bree. Bree's going to skate forward with it. Doesn't get it around, and Valkyrie sent it into the slot where Lennon picks it up, skates it to the far board, sends it up to Ellie. Ellie to Caroline. Now Bree picks it up. She's skating into the Valkyrie zone. Bree passes back to Riley, who now sends it in. It goes wide. Great back check there by Caroline, but the Valkyrie now get it deep into the Lady Wild zone. Caroline chips it up the boards and around. Now she's going to try to skate it out of the zone. Yep, she gets it past it. Now her and Bree. Bree have a foot race. She's going to come down and get a shot on goal. Right in the breadbasket. Goalie not able to cover. Now it comes out. Caroline pushes it in a couple times. Now it comes out to Gwen. Gwen passes to Bree. Bree tries to chip it forward. It's hit back out to Gwen. Gwen going to send it back into Bree. Riley and Bree in a board battle. Bree comes out with it. She puts a shoulder into that Valkyrie defense. Valkyrie's skating it up. They're going to try to come out of the zone. They're able to come in and neutralize. Get past Gwen. Now Gwen's racing back with Lennon. Lennon's trying to push it wide. It comes in on Finley. Follow-up shot goes wide. Finley not tracking the puck. I'm not sure what was going on there, but Bree's able to clear the zone. We're going to get a chance to get a breath here. Lady Wild making some changes, but as Riley comes in, Ruby skating out. Valkyrie sending neutral ice. It comes back to Ruby. Ruby survey. She's going to skate forward. She loses it back on a forecheck by Valkyrie. Comes up to the blue line. Riley and Margot battling. Margot sends it out. That goes down for icing, and Lady Wild are going to have a defensive zone face-off here to Finley's left. Got Laura and Margot and Riley. Face-off goes to the slot. Margot chips it out and gets it in neutral ice. She's got it in a foot race. Valkyrie speed back, and they cleared it into neutral ice. Now Ruby comes up. She's not able to control it. She backhands it up to Laura. Laura to Margot. Back to Laura. Now it comes back to Ruby. Ruby sends it deep. Valkyrie skating out of the zone. Beckett, Ruby pushing the play wide. Valkyrie going to take a shot from the left wing circle. Ruby blocks it. It comes to the near corner. Riley picks it up, sends it up to Laura. Laura tries to clear, but the Valkyrie keep it in. Now Riley tries to pass it over to Margot, but it gets intercepted. Now it gets out in the neutral zone. Margot and Laura get chase. Good forecheck there by Margot to keep it in the Lady Wild zone. Pass over to Riley. Riley not able to wrangle it in. Valkyrie try to get out of the zone. Laura with a good play to try to keep it in, but it comes out and Laura pushes it in off sides. Line changes. Caroline, Bree, Ellie out playing forward. Gwen and Lennon back on defense. Caroline chips that into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie get it back out. Now Lennon skates forward, gets across the red line, sends it in. Once again, Lennon waiting for the Lady Ball to clear the zone before she sends it back in. Ellie, she gets back on sides, but we turn the puck over in the neutral zone. Now it comes back to Caroline. Caroline picks it up, skates it up the near board, ships it around. Now she's battling to get it into the Valkyrie zone. She's got Bree. She tries to center. 3 Valkyrie converge. Sorry about the camera work there. A little caught up watching. All right. Ellie pushing the puck forward. Bree trying to get a stick on it. Valkyrie able to come away with it and cleared into neutral ice. Lennon pushes the play wide. Valkyrie send one through the front of the crease, and Finley pushes it to the near boards. Centering pass by Valkyrie, intercepted there by Caroline. Gwen pushes it back to the blue line where their D sends it in deep. Lennon picks it up. She tries to chip it around the boards. Gets it past the D, or past the forwards. Now the Valkyrie sends it in offsides. Laura, Riley, Margot, Ruby, and Becca back on defense. Laura stays perfect, I think, on the face-off as she wins it over to Margot. Margot chases it down to the far board. She's trying to push it forward with some speed. Valkyrie kick it back. Beckett not able to push it forward. Now Ruby picks it up at the far boards, backhands it up to the blue line. Valkyrie D whiffs on that, trying to get it deep. They send it in offsides. Ruby picks it up. She's got a little space here. Comes up the near boards. She gets pinched in the boards. Briefly enters the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie clear. Laura not able to get out before the puck goes over. Now we're offsides. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first period. No score. New forward line, Bree, Caroline, and it's Ellie. Caroline pushes it over to Ellie. Ellie tries to push it forward. She sends it in deep into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie pick it up, skate behind the net. Caroline's there, takes it off the stick. Now it comes up. Ruby's going to try to hold it in. She does, and she sends it deep. Goes to the far corner. Valkyrie try to skate it out. Ruby holds the line, sends it back in deep. Valkyrie will try the near boards. Ellie and Caroline are back there. Now Ruby sends one towards the net. It's deflected by the Valkyrie. Now it comes up to Beckett. Beckett's a little deep and tries to push the puck in, and we're offsides. 4:12 left in the period. Laura going to take the face off. She's got Riley and Gabby out with her. Gwen and Lennon back on defense. Lennon picks up the puck off the face-off. She's going to skate it into the Valkyrie zone. Chips it up high off the boards. Now goes into the near corner. Nobody's back on D, but Gwen rushes over to take Lennon's spot. Lennon fires back as the Valkyrie enter into the zone. They get a shot. It's stick save and pushed to the far corner by Finley. Riley pushes up to the near boards. Gabby prevents a wraparound. Now she sends it up the far boards where Valkyrie B tries to send it in. It gets stopped there at the left wing circle. Now Lennon skating with the puck in neutral ice. Now across center ice. She moves it into the Valkyrie zone. Gets pitched off to the boards. Riley picks up centers. Oh, great scoring chance. Gabby just not quite able to get her stick on it. Gabby tries to send it to the front, but it gets deflected back behind the net. Now the Valkyrie are skating up into the neutral zone with some speed. Gwen and Lennon get back to play D. That shot's deflected by Finley. Gabby picks it up. She's going to skate forward, chips it off the boards, gets around, keeps going, goes across center ice. Now across the Valkyrie blue line. Now she pushes it near corner. Lady Wild on a change. Comes back to Ruby. Ruby pushes it in deep. Caroline pushes it back to Riley. Riley gets a shot. It goes wide. Oh! Caroline just misses as Riley sends it from behind the net. Valkyrie picking up some speed, but just get it by Ruby and Caroline. Beckett rushes back, sends the puck up high. No, Valkyrie bring it in. Ruby deflects that shot, and that's Caroline bringing it up the near boards. Now out into neutral ice. Not able to get around the Valkyrie there. Beckett collects. Now Beckett passes forward to Riley, who passes forward to Caroline. Puck gets past Ruby, comes in deep. Beckett picks it up. Beckett pushes it in front of right into the slot where the Valkyrie get a high danger chance, but Finley and Ruby and others swatted away. Now Riley skating fast in through cross center ice now into the Valkyrie zone. Ruby slows that advance down before Valkyrie enters the zone. Now Valkyrie pick it back up and bring it in. They skate forward. They're going to get a shot. It goes wide. Ruby's chasing it down. She lets Caroline pick it up. Caroline tries to chip it around. She loses the puck. Now Ruby comes up, sends it up to the blue line. It comes out. Now Margot's got it. She's got room and space in front of her. Margot takes a shot. It goes wide of the net. And that's going to end the first period. Really even hockey game here. Shots on goal say 4-4. We'll be back for the second period. All right, starting the second period, we've got Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Laura, Margot, and Bree playing forward. Valkyrie collect. Now they send it into the Lady Wild zone. Gwen tries to send it back out, but Valkyrie keep it in the zone. Now Bree comes up, tries to back in it out. Not able to clear. Now she does get it out. Lady Wild send it in deep where the Valkyrie pick it up. They're going to try to skate out with some speed. Great job by Laura there to try to keep it in. Now it comes to the near boards, comes out. Lady Wild reset. Lennon has it jump off her stick there. Now Laura going to skate it in. She's got some room in front of her. She's going to send a shot from the left face-off dot. Valkyrie sent it up to the far boards. Now skating forward with some speed into the neutral zone. Now Valkyrie come in offsides as Lennon chips it out of the zone, and Valkyrie send it into a 13:58 in the second period. Caroline, Gabby, and Riley come out with Ruby and Beckett back on defense. Ruby passes it up to Caroline. Caroline now picks up the puck, brings it in the Valkyrie zone. Riley's hustling forward to get in front of the net. Fortunately, that puck bounces back behind the goal where the Valkyrie pick it up, now skating up near boards. Beckett slows the play down. Caroline picks up the loose puck. Now comes up to Gabby. Gabby clears the zone. Gabby's going to pick up some speed. She's got a little bit of a back check on her, but she's able to get the puck in deep where Riley chased it down. Caroline tried to shoot one in. That's a glove save and cover by the goalie, and then the goalie takes a swat at Caroline with her stick. So a little tense there from the goalie. She's thinking her post. Laura takes the face off. She's got Bree and Ellie with her. Ellie backhands that one towards the net. It goes to the right of the goal. Valkyrie exits the zone, and now Lennon picks it up, and she brings it in. She tries a centering pass, gets chipped towards the slot. Now shot back out by the Valkyrie, where Lennon's going to skate back and pick up the puck. She sends it back to neutral zone. Bree sends it into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie tried to send it up the boards, but Bree deflects, and now it goes to the far boards. They push it up. Gwen sends it back in deep. Now Valkyrie pick it up. They're skating out of the zone, picking up speed as they cross center ice. Lennon pushes it off the stick. That shot goes behind the net. Now Laura picks it up. She sends it over to the other side of the ice. Nobody's there. And now the Valkyrie D sends it in deep. Gwen chases it down, sends it up the boards to Ellie. Ellie not able to clear. Valkyrie pick it up in the high slot. They send a shot in. It's right in front of Finley. She sends it out with her stick. Now it comes up to the high slot. Now Valkyrie send it to the near corner where Lennon picks it up. She sends it out of the zone. Now it comes down into the Valkyrie zone. Not enough for icing. Laura skates down fast. Bree and Ellie come in, try to get the puck. Squirts out to the Valkyrie, who skated into neutral ice. Now across into the Lady Wild zone. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She's picking up some speed. Great scoring chance there. Puck still just right sitting on the goalie's pad, and the girls are just trying to poke it in, and now a whistle. Puck was never covered. Ref must have decided she'd seen enough, and she whistled it dead before the goalie got covered. That puck was just sitting there waiting to be pushed in, but strong legs by the goalie to keep it out. Caroline going to take the face off. Riley to her right. Margo to her left. Ruby and Beckett back on defense. Caroline sends that in. Now it comes out to the far corner. Valkyries send it down, and that's going to be icing. Skate back down and to neutral zone face off. Margo backhands that towards the net. It's deflected. It's hanging out in the right wing circle. Beckett tries to go D to D, almost goes out of the zone. Ruby able to get it in. Beckett keeps that in now. Margo flips one, it goes wide. Caroline comes up. She tries centering pass. It gets stopped by Valkyrie's skate. Now it comes up to Beckett. Beckett tries to send it in. It's deflected by the Valkyrie. Ruby got a little deep out, playing a little safe, and comes into neutral zone. Caroline picks it up here with a board battle. Now Beckett sends it in. Caroline sends that towards the net. Goalie pushes it back behind the goal. Valkyrie are able to clear. Ruby waits for Margo to get out. Clear. Now that she sends it in deep. Riley comes, takes out the stick. She tries centering pass, but Valkyrie are able to keep it deep. Beckett not able to keep that in. She comes, collects it in neutral zone. She sends it up to Ruby. Ruby now sends it deep. Nobody loud. Changing gear on the go. Lennon now sends it back into the zone. The Valkyrie try to pick it up. Margo there, stick lift. Valkyrie pick it up behind the goal. Now they send up the far boards. Caroline battling, trying to keep it in. Gwen, I think, keeps that one in. Now the puck comes out. Lady Watt get on back on side before sending it back in deep. Riley, great forecheck. Now the Valkyries send it back behind the goal. Now they're skating up the near boards. Riley does a great job disrupting it, where Caroline picks it up. Now she sends that shot. Save and covered by the Valkyrie Tendy. Looks like we're going to have a change of goalies here. Each one taking half the game, it looks like. Face-off comes over to Bree. Bree sends it in where Valkyrie brings it back up to the blue line where Lennon sends it in deep. Bree turns and shoots. Goes wide. Gabby now sends it in deep. Valkyrie picks it up behind the net. Now it comes out to Gwen. Gwen just not able to pick it up. Great stick lift there to slow the play down, but the Valkyries still are able to get into the Lady Wild zone. Lennon now sends it back across center ice. Valkyrie pick it up. Now they skate it in off sides. It's no call. They get a shot. Stick save and cover by Finley. Seemed like a ton of sustained offensive zone time there, which is great to see. Let's see if we can get a few more good chances, but we're going to take this defensive zone face-off right to Finley's right. Line changes coming. Caroline, Riley, Ellie, Ruby, and Beckett on defense. Caroline wins that back. Ruby sends it behind the net to the far boards. Caroline picks up the loose puck. Now she skates it into neutral ice. Chips around the boards at center ice, but Valkyrie has quick stick and picks the puck up. Ruby, though, stops the play, and Valkyrie push it back in offsides. 6:31 left in the second period. Riley shooting forward, tries to apply some pressure and get into the zone, but Valkyrie able to get it back out. Beckett not able to corral it. Now she skates back, tries to send it up the boards. Puck battle there with Caroline and Beckett and Riley. Beckett comes out. She's skating backwards, back behind the Lady Wild net. She loses her edge. Now Ruby sends it forward. It squirts out all the way up to the high slot. Riley picks it up. Now skates it into the zone, pushes it deep down into the Valkyrie zone. Great push there by Riley. Now it comes out to Ruby. She tries to muscle a backhanded shot. Now she tries to send it in deep. It's blocked. Ruby's skating with some speed. Let it go, 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 let it go. But Ruby plays it before icing. I don't know if it quite had enough to make it. Doesn't matter anyway. Riley and Caroline working together, trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Now Riley picks it up, sends it across center ice. Stolen away by the Valkyrie. Now they send it into the Lady Wild zone. Ruby's there. She chips it back up to Caroline. Caroline now, she's got room in front of her. She's got one-on-one. Skates around, sends a backhanded pass. Goalie covers. Great chance there. Lara wins another face-off. It comes back to Gwen. Gwen sends it into the slot where Valkyrie hit it back up to the high slot where she sends it up to Gabby. Gabby chases it down in the near corner. Valkyrie's setting it up. They're going to skate it out of the zone. Valkyrie loses it off their stick into the near corner. Lara, now Margot picks it up, sends it up to the blue line. Stopped there by the Valkyrie D, blocked by Margot as Valkyrie tries to send it in deep, and now it comes out to neutral ice. They got to slow down before they get into the zone. Now they're clear. They try to push forward. Gwen comes over, sends it right back out of the zone. Now Lara going to try to get around, but Valkyrie sends it back forward. Now it comes back to Lennon. Lennon skates through center ice, now into the Valkyrie zone. She loses it off her stick. She keeps pressure on as the puck comes in deep. Lara battling for it. They're now in the corner. That shot comes in and it gets deflected in front of the net by the Valkyrie D and slides in behind the goalie. Margot, I think, is going to maybe get credit with that. I'm going to try to watch this. I don't know who they're giving that to. I don't know who got it. I don't know. Sorry. I tried, but I don't know who they gave it to. Nobody knows who that went to, but either way, Lady Wild up 1-0 with 3:28 in the second period.
Margot's saying it's her.
Okay, Margot's taking credit for it, so that's fine. Caroline brings it into the Valkyrie zone. Now Caroline going to get a shot. It gets deflected over the net. Caroline centers. Ellie not ready for it. It comes all the way up to Ruby. Ruby takes a hard shot and gets deflected again. Just goes behind the net. Bree and Caroline come together. Bree comes in. She gets another shot to get by that goal. Now it's 2-0 Lady Wild. That goal, I can confidently say, was Bree's. Great little burst here by the Lady Wild. They take a 2-0 lead. Now 2:49 left in the second period. Lara, Riley, Margot out there with Lennon and Glenn back on defense. Lennon picks up the loose puck, sends it to the far boards. Now she pushes it across center ice where Valkyrie pick it up, and now it comes down. That's going to be icing. That's an easy way to enter the zone. So we're going to get an offensive zone face-off to the Valkyrie goalie's right. Lara and Riley doing a little planning. Riley says, I'm going to get it over to you, Riley. Be ready to shoot. But Valkyrie able to clear it up to Lennon. Lennon sends it in. Pad save. Margot picks it up, tries to wrap around. She loses it as she comes around the net. Now Valkyrie picking up speed off the far boards. They're able to get out of the zone. We got a 2-on-1. Now we got a lot of speed. It's just one-on-one with the goalie. They shoot it wide. I don't know if Finley got her glove on it or not, but it goes wide. And now the puck's up to the Valkyrie D, who sends it in deep. Lennon sends it back up. Now Margot picks it up. She sends it in deep. Let's see if this goes on. It goes on. Goalie going to cover. And we'll have another offensive zone face-off here in the left wing circle with a brand new line. It's going to be Caroline, Bree, Gabby, Ruby, and Beckett back on defense. Valkyrie pick up the loose puck here at the near boards. They try to send it up. Beckett playing a little deep and comes out, and then she sends it in offsides. Coach Jordan doing a little coaching. Beckett, let's play a little closer up. Both her and Ruby were a little bit deep. Bree sends that back in the Valkyrie zone. They pick it up and skate it back out. Gabby applies pressure to keep the puck in the zone. Now Bree not able to corral it. It comes to the near boards. Bree tries center. Loose puck in front of the goal. Ruby skates forward, sends one in hard. Right in the bread basket. Goalie makes a save, and we're going to have a face-off at the left wing circle. Bring a new forward line. B's going to stay the same. We'll have Laura, Riley, Ellie. Laura runs that over. Riley not able to corral it. Comes up to Beckett. Beckett sends it back in. Now Valkyrie get out of the zone, and it comes deep down in the Lady Wild zone where Ruby's going to skate behind the net. She's looking behind her, seeing who's coming. Now she reverses, backhands it the other way. Not a great decision by 1-4 there. Puck comes up to the Valkyrie B, who sends it in deep, and that's going to be Ruby picking it up. She sends it up the far board, sends it deep down in the Valkyrie zone. There's not going to be enough for icing. Valkyrie picks it up, skating behind the net. Now going to try to bring it up the near boards. It comes up. Ruby and Beckett both playing right B now. I'd like us to get back in our positions. Lady Wild send it back in deep. And that'll end the second period. Lady Wild outshoot the Valkyries 7-1 in that period. Shots are now 11-5 in favor of the Lady Wild as they take a 2-0 lead in the second period. We'll be back for third period action here in 60 seconds. All right, attendees are going to switch sides. We're going to go right to left in this third period. Caroline, Bree, Margot out on our forward line, and we got Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Fresh 15 on the clock, and ref comes out, drop the puck. Caroline wins it over to Margot. Margot sends it deep down into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie able to clear. They're coming in with some speed. Man, they come in, take a quick shot. It goes right to the 5-hole of Finley. I don't think Lady Wild are ready for that speed coming in, but I think the Valkyrie said it's time, let's go. So 2-1, Lady Wild. 14:44 left in the third period. Margot now pushes it into the Valkyrie zone. Now she sends it in deep. Caroline goes to collect and go. She wraps it forward, sends it to Bree. Bree not able to get that one through. Valkyrie pick up the puck, skate it up to center ice where Bree's there to stop it. Puck gets now in the Lady Wild zone. Gwen tries to clear, not able to get it past Valkyrie. Now Caroline gets it out. She's got a little space in front of her. She's got one-on-one. She's going to come down. She's going to get a shot. Great move. Doesn't get it in. She gets her own rebound. Sends it back in. Now Bree sends one in. It comes back out in the height. Back up to the point where Gwen sends it back deep. Goalie pushes it wide. Now it comes back up to Gwen. Gwen not able to get much wood on it, but she's able to keep it in. Caroline picks up the puck. She passes over to Bree, who does a nice one-timer. It's saved by the goalie. Caroline centers back to Margot. Margot tries a one-time, and it goes wide. Lewa doing a great job keeping in the zone. Now it comes up to Lennon. Lennon sends it back in deep. Now into the slot. Caroline picks it up. Tries to get a shot, loses it. Now it comes back up to Lennon. Lennon sends it back in deep. Valkyrie, though, able to clear the zone. It's going to come in deep. Gwen chases it down. Now she turns. She's skating forward with it. She loses it momentarily. Now it goes back to Lennon. Lennon pushes it wide. Caroline picks up the puck, skates it up the near boards. Now in the neutral ice, cross center ice. She's going to come down. She's going to try to get a shot. See if anybody follows for the rebound, but she doesn't need it because she squeaks it by the goalie for her. That's her second goal, I think, and that takes the lead to 3-1 Lady Wild. What an effort there, as Caroline is out for a really long shift, but she's able to get enough to go down and get that goal. New line here, and Gabby brings it into the zone. Little collision as the Valkyrie exits the zone, and Beckett picks it back up. She's able to fight it, push it up to the blue line. Laura's got it, not able to collect, but now here's Gabby bringing it across center ice. She loses it, goes in first, and offsides. 11:44 in the third period. Got Laura, Riley, and Gabby still out there with Ruby and Beckett back on defense. Puck goes in the Valkyrie zone off the face-off. Riley speeds over to collect. Now it comes in this neutral ice where Ruby chases it down over here by the near boards. Now she pushes it forward, gets it into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie not able to control it before it goes deep. Laura's there. She tries to send that one towards the net. It's blocked before it gets into the slot. Now Valkyrie send it up to Ruby. Ruby not able to get much on it. Valkyrie able to clear it. That was a smart play by Beckett pushing that back in for offsides because Valkyrie had numbers. .11:04 left in the period. Got fresh legs coming out. Caroline, Bree, Ellie, Lennon, and Gwen back on defense. Face-off comes deep down in the Lady Wild zone where Gwen's going to come down to collect it in the near corner. She's surveying, sends it up to Caroline. Caroline skates forward with it. It comes up to the Valkyrie D, who sends it deep down. But Gwen pushes it forward, clears zone. Now here comes Caroline again, pushing into the Valkyrie zone, but she's slowed down. Now it comes back to Ellie. Ellie now sends it in deep. Comes up to the blue line. It gets past our defense. It's going to slide all the way down, and that's going to be icing. We'll go back down the other side. We're going to face off in the right wing circle. It'll be Caroline, Ellie, and Bree still out there with Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Great face-off win by Caroline over to Ellie. Ellie not able to get wood on it, but it goes back to Caroline who gets a shot, but it gets deflected wide. Now Bree pushing forward, pucks in front of the net, and Valkyrie able to clear it back out. Now Caroline collects, centers. It's sent back out by Valkyrie D. Caroline changing direction, sends it back in. Bree not able to collect it. Valkyrie now bring it up. Great stand there by Gwen to keep the puck in the zone. Caroline sends that in, and it gets deflected out to Bree. Bree gets a nice shot, but gets deflected wide. But now Valkyrie come out. They're picking up speed as she comes across center ice. This is the girl that made that first goal. She gets around Lennon, but she just pushes that puck wide. Collision there at the far boards with Bree and Valkyrie player. Now that shot comes in. Lennon picks it up, takes her mom's advice, and brings it up to the near boards. Valkyrie clear it. Now it's going to come down in the Lady Wild zone. Gwen collects. She turns, looks up. She tries to get it up to Caroline or Bree. Caroline loses it, and it goes to the high slot. She deflects that to the far boards. Now Caroline picking up speed across as she comes behind the net. Now she's skating into neutral ice. Valkyrie quickly pulling back as they try to prevent another breakaway there. Puck goes back behind the Valkyrie net. Bree slows down that advance up the near boards. Now it comes up, and Caroline sends it back in deep. Glenn keeps it in for the minute, but Valkyrie brings it back out. Now it comes in deep, and that's going to be icing. All right, line change coming. Laura, Riley, Laura, Ruby, and Beckett coming in on defense. Laura taking the face off. Puck just hanging out in the slot. Nobody comes up now. Margot backhands that towards the net. It's picked up by Valkyrie, who brings it to the near boards. Now it comes up to Ruby. Ruby sends one in. That hangs out where just in front of the net where Margot pushes it wide. Puck just hanging out right next to the goal. The goalie's trying to cover it. It's hanging out. Now it comes out behind the net. Comes to the near corner. Gabby sends it in. Margot. Oh, yeah, okay. So Margot gets a goal there. A little bit of garbage there, but Margot cleans it up, and we get our fourth goal of the game. Lady Wild go up 4-1. Caroline, Ellie, and Riley out. Comes the near board on the face off. Ruby chips it up. Now Ellie, and she lets Caroline bring it in. Caroline tries to center to Ellie. Ellie not able to collect it. Now Valkyrie skating with it. It comes off their stick to the near boards. They skate it up. Ruby tries to stop it, but skates around Ruby. Now Beckett trying to push the puck wide, and it goes wide of the net, but then it sneaks in there behind Finley. Valkyrie score, bringing it within 2. Kind of a lot of slop there. It's 4-2, 6:29 left in the third period. Caroline going to take that face off. She's got Bree to her left, Riley to her right. Lennon and Glenn back on defense. Caroline sends that face off over to Bree. Bree loses it as she tries to bring it in the zone. Riley skates over, chips it up. Now it comes back to Bree. Bree brings it into the Valkyrie zone. She loses the puck. Valkyrie send it to the near boards. Bree able to push the puck towards the net where Valkyrie D picks it up, skate forward with it. That is a clear trip. Nothing called. Now they're going to call that borderline offsides. Okay, Laura taking the face off. Gabby to her left. Margot to her right. Gwen and Lennon back at defense. Gabby pushes that into the Valkyrie zone. She's working hard over here by the boards, trying to get that puck in deeper. Now it comes out. Gwen pushes it up, but Valkyrie pick up the loose puck. They're skating through neutral zone, now into Lady Wild zone. Lennon does a great job pushing that wide. Now it gets behind the net where Lennon picks it up. She's skating forward with it. She brings it to the middle of the ice. Now across center ice, and she keeps skating. She's going to come in to take a shot. Goalie, save, cover. Great job by Lennon coming coast to coast with that puck. We're going to have full line change coming. Caroline, Ellie, Riley, Ruby, and Beckett back on defense. 80 Wild up 4-2. 5 minutes left in this game. Caroline and Riley and Ellie fighting for it there at the high slot. They chip it in. It goes just wide. Now Valkyrie pick it up. They're going to try to break out. Beckett corrals. She pass it up to Riley. Valkyrie now sent it back up to back out to the point. Now they're able to exit. Ellie slows it down. Now it comes into the Lady Wild zone. Ruby's going to chase it down here in the near boards. She's skating forward with it, back behind the net. Now she reverses. She sends it to Ellie. Now Ellie up to Caroline. Caroline brings it in neutral ice, chips it around. Now she's entering into the zone. She's going to come forward. She sends one in. It goes wide. That's a save by the goalie off her right pad. Ruby holds the line briefly. Valkyrie now clear. Ruby and Beckett pushing the play wide. Ruby blocks the shot with her skate. Beckett not able to clear it out. It comes behind the net. Ruby now sends it up the boards. Ellie picks it up. Not able to clear the zone. Valkyrie send that over to the far boards. Ruby races over. Not able to collect it. Riley tries to pass it over. She gets it to Caroline. Caroline clears the zone. Now Riley picks it up, crosses into center ice, and now into the Valkyrie zone. Valkyrie able to clear. Now it comes out to Ruby. Ruby, this whole side of the ice is open. She skates it in. She decides to shoot it from this side of the blue line. Now Valkyrie pick it up. They're going to try to skate it out of the zone. There's 2:56 left in this third period. Now they're skating forward with some speed. Lennon comes up. The shot gets through. Sticked by Finley. But now Lennon picks it up. She's skating through in the neutral ice. Now Caroline picks it up. Lennon offsides. .2:33 left in this third period. Lady Wild up 4-2. Face off here at the near dot in the neutral zone. Lara, Gabby, Margot, and Lennon and Glenn back at defense. Valkyrie bring it in the Lady Wild zone. They keep pushing. Lennon gets her stick on it. Laura tries to push it out. She loses the puck. Now it goes to the far corner. Lennon now sends it up the far boards. Margot picks it up. Margot sends it through the neutral zone. Gets deep into. They waved off the icing. Unless it deflected there, I didn't see. But now the puck comes deep into the wild zone. Ruby collects. She tries to turn, send up the boards. Now it comes up to the point where Valkyrie sent it back in deep. Gabby skating with it. Pushes out of the zone up to Lara. Now Margot picks it up at center ice. She sends it in deep. 1:32 left in the third period. Valkyrie try to break out, bring it up to the near boards. Beckett not just quite able to get there in time. She tries to speed up and just not able to get there before it comes out of the zone. She pushes it in offsides. Look at this goofball, just not paying any attention, having a good time. We'll see if she gets burnt here after that. But Caroline wins it over to Bree, comes back to Ruby. Ruby sends it in deep. Now the puck comes out of the zone, comes deep down in the Lady Wild zone. Ruby coming back to pick up the puck. Now she's looking forward, seeing what to do. She chips it up the boards to Caroline. Valkyrie pick it up, skate it in the Lady Wild zone. Ruby pushes up the boards. Riley skating over. Valkyrie able to get it back in to the. Gets it into the slot. Now they get a shot off. It goes wide. Ruby comes up, sends it up the boards. Caroline not quite able to clear it. Now it comes in. Beckett sends it on the slot. 22 seconds left. Now that shot comes in. Ruby intercepts. Ruby picks it up. She's skating forward with it. She's got room. She gets pinched up into the boards, sends it into the zone. Now Valkyrie, they have an empty net. 5 seconds left. 4, 2, 1. Lady Wild win the game. Go and celebrate with their goalie, and she goes down. All right, this will put, I think, Lady Wild squarely in the third place game. I think it's at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. Great effort by Lady Wild. They outshoot the Valkyrie 19-8, and they win by a score of 4-2. We'll see everybody tomorrow for the third place game.